Hi, my name is Naomi Janine, Chartered Physiotherapist and Pilates instructor. I wanted to bring you some seated Pilates exercises today for anybody who is spending a little bit too much time in the chair, maybe because of work, maybe because of injury. Most of the exercises are relatively small, so you can sneakily do them without anybody in your office or in your family noticing. Some of them are bigger stretches. So as always, you could take any of the exercises separately and do them as and when you remember, or you can use the video and go through the full flow of exercises. So you need a comfortable chair where your knees and hips are roughly 90 degrees. But I want you to be sitting slightly away from the back of the chair. You've got a couple of inches between your bottom and the back of the chair, just to give you some space to move your spine. As always, if anything feels painful, please reduce your range of movement or stop and let me know. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is to stretch the back of the neck, a place that can give us headaches. So I want you to take one hand onto the back of your head, right down at the base of your skull. And this hand is going to take an upward pull. The other hand can come onto the front of the chin and give a backward press. So we get a feeling of length at the back of the neck. Gently release. Keep this nice and small movement, pulling up with the hand at the back of the head, pressing back with the hand on the chin. And release. One more. And release. Take the hands away. Do that same movement without your hands. Imagine a balloon attached to the crown of your head, pulling the back of your neck long. And release. The chin will just gently nod down and slide back. And release. We're going to start to roll down through the neck now, but just make sure that you are really neutral through the rest of your spine. The weight is right up on those sit bones, not on the back of your buttocks. Your chest is lifted, your collarbone is open, and we stay here with the length through the front of the collarbone as we lengthen through the back of the neck again and start to nod the chin down a little bit more, looking down to the chair seat, but keeping the collarbone open and the rest of the spine tall. Breath in, restack the neck. Breath out, length through the back of the neck, rolling down. Rolling back up. Good. Next we're going to move the middle spine. So take your hands onto the end of your thighs, onto the top of your knees. The elbows are straight. And from here, push down into your thighs, lift your chest up towards the sky. Breathe out. Let your ribs drop out behind you. Drop your head down. Curl your upper back. If you can, stay up on your sit bones. So we're just moving the upper part of your spine. Feeling that connection between your shoulder blades. One more, just moving the upper back. And release. This time we're going to move the whole spine. So pressing down into the hands, the elbows are straight. Send the tailbone out behind you to arch your low back. Lift your chest. Release. Roll the weight off your sit bones, slumping your low back. Let your head drop down. Press the ribs out behind. Two more. Coming into extension of the whole spine. And release. Last one. And coming back to neutral. Keep those hands on the front of your thighs. And we're going to do a thigh slide to rotate the upper back. Breath in to prepare. Breath out. Slide your right hand back and your left hand forwards. Turn your upper body to your right. Try to stay tall here without bending to either side. You've still got that balloon attached to the crown of your head. If you want to, take this back hand, so your right hand, onto the chair seat or the chair back to help you pull round a little bit more. Breath in. Come all the way back to your start position, breath out, rotating your chest to the left, sliding your left hand back, your right hand forwards. And you can bring that right hand across onto the outside of the left thigh. Breath in, come back to the center. If you want to keep it simple, just sliding one hand forward, one hand backwards. If you want to get a little bit more stretch, take the leading hand across to the opposite thigh. Take the back hand onto the back of the chair to pull. Twisting the upper back. Good. Coming all the way back to the start position. Now you're going to place your hands onto the edge of the chair for mermaid's side stretch. Again, length through the crown of the head, the spine is tall. Take a breath in to float your right arm up towards the sky, leaning onto your left hand. Take a stretch on that right side of your body. Breath in, coming back up. Breath out. Breath in. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, take the hand and just reach it down towards the floor to work the side body as you stretch it. Breath in, draw back up. Breath out. Draw back up. Perfect. Let's do some isometric activations next. Firstly, through the core. You're going to bring your hands back onto the front of your thighs. Elbows are straight, tall through the crown of your head. Keep that length through your spine all the way through this movement. As you push your right hand down into your thigh and your right thigh up into your hand, you're trying to think of lifting the whole foot on that side, activating through your tummy and breathing. 3, 2, 1. Gently release down. Other side. Hand presses into thigh, thigh presses into hand. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And release. This time let's cross those hands over. Pushing on the diagonal, activating the muscles across the stomach. Release. And the other side. And release. Next muscles we need to activate are those glutes because we're sitting on them. So again, nobody should notice too much what you're doing apart from a little lift in your body up and down in space. So we just squeeze those bottom muscles together and release. Imagine you've got a 50-pound note in between those bottom cheeks and you're trying to keep it in position. One more. And release. Let's carry on the blood flow exercise, coming into some calf walking. So we just simply lift one heel and then swap to lift the other heel. Lift one heel and swap to lift the other heel. Your hands can be on your thighs or on the chair. And the quicker we swap, the more pump we get through those calf muscles. Just starting to move the blood around the calf, up into the thigh. Making sure we keep that blood flow going even though you're staying in a seated position. 3, 2, 1. And then both heels lift, just to get the calf muscles working gently. Make sure there's equal weight through the big toe and the little toe. We're not rolling onto the outside of the feet. And if you want a little bit more weight down through those calves, just come and lean on the knees and lift the weight of the body up and down. Good. One more. And coming down. Sitting tall, we're just going to lengthen the back of your leg muscles. Try not to lose your spinal position. This is tricky, especially if you've got tight hamstrings. So we're going to try to just straighten the right knee. You might feel a stretch at the back of the thigh, you might feel the front of the hip working. And then swap to the other side, trying not to fold from your spine as you straighten the leg. Swap sides again, trying to stay tall. And stretch. And coming down. Very nice. Let's come back up to the upper body again, working our way back up to the crown of your head. Bringing the arms into a T shape and reaching across to your left hand. Taking a little shift through the ribcage, but keeping both sit bones planted down. And over to your right. Good. Hands come down by your sides. Keep your vision straight forwards and draw a line in space. You're going to just follow that horizontal line as you rotate your head to your left. Breath in, come back to the center. Breath out, rotate to your right. Try not to lift your chin as you turn. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in, coming back to the center. Let's finish with 3 deep breaths with some shoulder shrugs. Deep breath in, shoulders come up to your ear. Breath out, release the shoulders down. Breath in again, shoulders up to your ears. Breath out, release down. Last one, breath in. Breath out, release. Lovely. I hope you enjoyed these sitting Pilates exercises just to keep you moving each day.